Hey. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
We're waiting
it.
on Lambert, McKissick, Jolly, West, Bryson in the gym. Lambert, McKissick, West, Jolly, Bryson in the gym. We still have a lot of scholars in the hallway.
Yeah, these scholars better get out the hallway. Hey. It's club time. So I'm just straightening up my room for the day. Put the shirt on. I wasn't even thinking to make them do this. Hey. I don't know who closed these ears, but I'll tell you, I don't want that essay. How y'all doing today? Life of a teacher. That's me. Hey. Has anyone talked? Talked about what? Nope, ain't nobody talked. I ain't even said what the subject is about. Let's talk about it. Somebody, has anyone talked? You start the conversation off. You started off for us. Start the conversation off. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk to us. Somebody, has anyone talk? You be the first one. Lead the conversation. Lead the conversation. So you're not gonna talk Abu. Is that how you say your name? Abu. So, there's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets. A lot going on. A lot. And I'm here for it. And I'm here for it. But yeah, a lot has been happening. A whole lot. Maybe I should put it up a little further in the front so y'all can really see me. Maybe. Let me see. Scoot everything to the front so y'all can see me better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, I got this Christmas music on. I'm gonna stop that. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna talk about. YouTube letting the AI company steal your. Wow. Might need to look into that. And I'm trying to watch. I can't even watch. Yeah, if I type in this person's name, it's not gonna even show. I see it's a lot of snaking going on around here. And I don't want no parts. No parts. None. Hey, Brittany. The kids are in club, so no one is in here with me. I just was talking briefly about all the snaking that we've been seeing happening on these YouTube streets. What you think about it? What's your thoughts? What is this?
Van Jones has been completely and totally red-pilled. Listen to this recent interview he gave where he explains that they know nothing and Donald Trump knows everything. And Donald Trump was right throughout all of 2024. And the Democrat Party is broke.
How the hell did Donald Trump figure out the mainstream media is the fringe and the fringe is now the mainstream? How the hell was he, the 78-year-old guy who doesn't even have a computer and still like writes...
How you gonna say he don't got a computer?
Become the guy who cracked the code.
Everybody keeps, the problem is you have a framework in your mind that, how can Donald Trump, guys, can we cut it out? Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump,
definitely not.
Donald Trump is smarter than me, you,
yep.
and all critics.
Facts.
It must become a way of life.
You know how we know? Because he has the White House,
yep.
the Senate,
yep.
the House,
yep.
Totally agree.
Court,
yep.
popular vote.
Yep.
Please, it's too much winning.
He has a massive media ecosystem bigger than the mainstream.
And
built
do.
around him and for him.
And do.
His best buddy is the richest person in the history of the world.
Elon.
The most relevant Kennedy is with him.
Yep.
This dude
RFK.
is a phenomenon. He is the most powerful human on earth and in our lifetime.
Yep.
And we're still saying,
how did he?
We look like it's
And do. Y'all do. Y'all do. Y'all sure do look like idiots. Yeah, because I'm not a Democrat. Yeah, gave that up. Gave that up. Baby, when I say Sonny needs to be fired and they need to hire me. They need to fire Sonny and hire me. Because, baby, she give out more misinformation. 1 minute she for the blacks. Girl, you can't be for the blacks and you not black. Well, let me not say that. Let me say that. You can't be for the blacks when you trying to pass off a lady that we knew wasn't black to be president. Girl, your family owned slaves just like hers. Video that I want to watch, I can't even watch because it's restricted because it's school. Because we're at school. Well, I'm not prepared.
pre-recorded message and have that message delivered either on demand, it can be delivered at a certain scheduled time, or it can be delivered when a child arrives or departs the beginning of the day. My name is Melissa, I am an employee certified behavior analyst and a former teacher, a parent of a child with autism and an Angel Sense user. Today let's talk about how to use the system communication skills if you're trying to
But you're doing exactly my point here. What happens is each time people show statistics, everyone's saying crime is a problem. If that doesn't make you feel better when you think, but it's maybe a topic. But again, that's a platitude. What does it mean?
The other thing that I will say is about AOC. She's been demonized as this like too progressive, far left person.
AOC is definitely too left in the country.
Sunny Hostin gets visibly irritated as her co-hosts keep correcting her nonsensical statements. I think Sunny is just on the show so everybody else can pick on her, and watch her face as she seems to start realizing that same fact herself. Watch Sunny make the claim that AOC and her policies are actually not far left. And Alyssa's like, huh? And drops a truth bomb on her. Watch.
What does your party have to do to connect with voters?
Oh, why are you asking a Republican? I didn't start. I got sorry for letting you start.
Look, young people were still the age group with the highest support for the Democratic this year. So we can start there. I don't think that young people have necessarily left the Democratic Party. Yes, there have been some.
Girl, we definitely don't left the Democratic Party.
By and large, young people are voting democratically. The other thing that I will say is about AOC, she has been demonized by the right, and she's been demonized as this like too progressive, far left person. And I want to try to set the record straight, because if she is too progressive, then the Democrats really are going to lose the working class. Because this is her platform. The key issues: healthcare for all people, affordable housing, rebuild unions, federal job guarantee, free public college, create clean energy jobs, pay parental leave, and expand protections for the LGBTQ plus.
And defund the police, and open borders, and men can participate in women's sports, and increasing taxes on every single person, basically up to 90%, to try to pay for all your
Right, you
tuition.
ain't brought name none of
Let's
that.
continue.
If that is too progressive for this movement, then that's a problem for the Democrats, and that's a problem, quite frankly, for this country.
That needs to be a description of a liberal. But the
Healthcare for all should be an everybody issue.
But the devil's in the details, because a lot of this country does not support, for example, the Green New Deal, which would absolutely crush jobs across this country, wreak havoc around the
Millions of jobs, actually.
It would actually make international travel virtually impossible if you because of the regulations that's in place. From my perspective as a Republican who didn't support Trump, which may sound weird, they don't have focused too much on Trump. People who are going to be with Donald Trump were going to be with Donald Trump. There needed to be more of a, this is who we are, this is what we're proactively fighting for. And I can think of 3 or 4 policies that were laid out by the Vice President. She talked about this, support for elderly parents. She talked about these first-time home buyer payments. They need a copy on this. But again, that's a platitude. What does it mean? You know, like, and I didn't know that by then, a 90-page. But in this world we live in, by the way, when you have very much, especially, I don't know that people knew what she was for, and then a lot of her positions in 2020, she was on the complete opposite side of now. So
Did you hear that snarky commentary? If that's too left for America, well then America has the problem. And that's the problem with Democrats that I've highlighted numerous times, is they talk at people. They don't talk to them and ask them what they want. They have an agenda that they expect the American people to get behind. And if they don't get behind it, they try to shame them, name call them, make them feel bad, say that they're evil people. And that was the playbook that the Democrats used, which got them absolutely whooped in this last election. And then I almost fell out of my chair laughing when Sunny was like, but she had her opportunity economy. And Alyssa's like, that isn't anything, it's just a platitude. What does that even mean? But now let's watch Sarah Haynes explain essentially what I just said, that Democrats keep telling people that their issues aren't real issues. And sure enough, Sunny proves her right on the spot. Watch.
I think
I'm gonna blame y'all if you feel like
the state don't care about us one bit. But guess what? They finally coming through with a fat $5,800 on a spending card to help us deal with these wild prices. Thanks to the new Inflation Relief Act, we all can get some help right now. The state been putting migrants before us, giving them hotels, shelters, and prepaid cards on our dime. So I get why we feel left out. But this spending card is just for us. And when I say all of us, I mean every single one of us can claim this bad boy. So don't sleep on it. This ain't no loan. It's a free bag from Uncle Sam, and there ain't no paybacks on anything you spend. That means you're good for this card, even if you're broke or jobless. Remember how those stimmy checks helped out? Well, this is just like that, but way better because it comes with more help. You gotta grab this now before you miss out. The state ain't handing
Y'all,
these
they don't
cards
go
out
on. This is damn
automatically.
AI. They
You
play
gotta
too much.
I think
Straight AI talking.
hit it right on the head in an
What
op-ed
happened
for
to
the
real
Washington
person?
Post. He had two parts that really stuck with me. He talked about with inflation stinging, school absenteeism skyrocketing, students' academic scores plummeting, Democrats consuming themselves in debates over pronouns, bathroom access, and renaming schools and adopted terms such as X to win over voters. And I think what it comes down to is oftentimes Democrats try to tell people what to care about, rather than listening to what they actually care about. Because he goes on to say, they focus on issues like crime, immigration, homelessness, and then they quote stats, while meanwhile there's an uptick in carjackings and you have to lock up delivery at CVS.
Crime goes down.
But you're doing exactly my point here. What happens is each time people show statistics, everyone's saying crime is a problem. That doesn't make them feel better when you say, but it's not.
Did you see Sonny's face? I mean, that is peak comedy right there. The elitist, pretentious attitude of the Democrats is turning off people, and they don't even understand it enough to try to pin it back to themselves. They can't help it. These people live and die by stats and polls and what the experts say, while regular people make their decisions based off of what is going on in their ordinary everyday life. Like, you can't show me a stat that says crime is down. But when Trump was in office before, I don't remember CVS and Walgreens having to lock up every single thing in the store behind a glass window. But now it is. So just because your so-called experts and statistics say that everything is great, I look around and I can tangibly see things that are much worse than they were before. And that is the whole problem with Democrats. Is when you think you're better than everybody, if you walk around this earth like your shit doesn't stink, it's impossible to connect with other people. Because if they hold a belief that
They walk around.
you instantly dismiss it as not credible, as not real, as not something that should be an actual concern. It is prime narcissistic behavior. Now watch Whoopi and Joy Behar make some ridiculously low IQ statements about RFK. Watch.
Just make America healthy again. But it's been gaining ground with folks. But let me remind everyone that long before him, Maha was already Michelle makes
Baby.
Back to Project 2025.
Pause
A
her.
lot of people that he's put into this new administration believe that stuff. He said that grocery prices would magically.
Pause. Okay. So they talked about when Michelle Obama was in office, she was making America healthy again with the school lunches. Baby, I am a teacher. When I say this food is bull crap and it's not a lick of health to it. Baby, putting one salad or two salads in the lunchroom and it's 140 kids in the school that possibly want a salad is not healthy. So y'all can go on with that. Michelle, aka Michael Obama, wasn't making nothing healthy. Wasn't making nothing healthy. They was too concerned about gay rights. And we know now, because allegedly Obama is our first gay president with his man, wife, Michael. Like, what in the world? I ain't made nothing healthy. I see my kids' lunches before I became a teacher. I saw the lunch like, what is this? What's healthy about this? Now, as a teacher, I actually walk in the cafeteria and I see that slop that they feed them. Baby, they might as well be in jail. They already treat them like jailbirds anyway. They already treat them like jailbirds. They eat at the same lunch tables they have in jail. They have the way they have them in these desks, can't do nothing like they in jail. The way they make them line up like they in jail. Like everything that's school related is jail to me. Like they don't care about these kids. They care about how much money they can get per child per day. So that's why they fight for, make sure attendance, make sure you're attending school. Baby, they could care less if your child actually was really learning. They want your child to attend school so they can get that $42 per child or how much ever the government, federal government pay per child in your state to go to school. So that's all help. Y'all heard Kamala. I want the money. So I'm gonna start criminalizing these parents and charging them and putting them in jail for 1 year and charging them a $2,500 fine because they're not getting their kids to school. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if it's a homeless family or they don't have a car, or I don't care if the child is sick and going through a situation where they're in the hospital all the time. I don't care if the parent is sick and going through a situation why why they can't make it. I don't care if there's domestic violence going on at home and they're scared. I don't care about any of those things. I just care about that $42 per child that the government is going to pay. And if I can't get that money, then guess what? We're going to lock the parents up. And guess what? You still not going to get the money. Because where's the parents getting the money from to pay to get out of jail? Oh, I forgot. The government paid per inmate. So there you go. There you go. Everything is money. Everything is about money with this government. Everything. Everything. Just want to lock the parents up for no reason. And then what's she talking about? Grocery prices. He don't know grocery prices, baby. He did a whole video on grocery prices. Actually, on my channel, they got 419,000 views because I was live when he went live at Lar Margo or whatever his house is called. And he had groceries actually setting out there, telling us the prices. But baby, we know the prices because we go to the store. Sonny, Whoopi, y'all don't know. Sonny talking about, he doesn't know how much milk costs. You don't either. And if you do know, girl, it's because you just recently went to the grocery store. Oh, I forgot you said, my kids are coming home and they like cereal, but you want to talk about making America great, but you feeding your children cereal, Miss Millionaire. Girl, bye. Move around. You talk about like y'all the middle class people when y'all get paid $1 million per year. Whoopi get $8 million per year, baby. Y'all are not on our level. Y'all are out of touch people that don't know nothing what's going on with the regular American citizens, but y'all act like y'all know and have no idea. Y'all don't care either. They need to cancel MSNBC. They need to cancel The View, The Spew, because all y'all do is spew lies. Y'all don't never tell no truth. Everything y'all tell is always a lie. Everything is always Trump this, Trump this, Trump this, Trump this. Girl. With Sonny, you don't need to open your mouth to even speak on Trump, Miss Slave Owner. Your whole family owns slaves, and you are white. Not Puerto Rican, not nothing. So, whatever. Blackfishing. That's all you doing is blackfishing.
Pardon this interruption. I need Fatima, who walked out of Teen Cuisine, to report to Miss BJ's office. Fatima and Antoinette, who's in Inspire, to report to Miss BJ's room. Fatima and Antoinette to Miss BJ's room. Thank you.
He puts de-weaning medication for horses on us. And worse, the pièce de résistance, as they said, is he sent COVID tests to Putin. Yeah. That really ticked me off.
Now, number one, what tangible benefits did we see from Michelle Obama's health initiative?
Nothing.
Nothing. Kids are still fat.
Yep.
Kids still have ADHD and autism and
Yep.
learning disabilities at a higher rate than ever.
Sure do.
So clearly whatever she tried wasn't working.
Sure was not.
Joint Baylor's ridiculousness. People calling ivermectin a horse dewormer is so dishonest because it is one of the most globally used treatments that there is. And RFK was actually on the Joe Rogan podcast where he explained that for the government to be able to use the federal authorization for vaccines to make sure that they could get the vaccine done rapidly, there had to be no other effective medications on the market that could target the problem they were trying to solve. So they had to discredit ivermectin. They had to discredit hydroxychloroquine as being effective to solve COVID-19 in order to push through a $200 billion vaccination plan. It was all corruption, headed by Dr. Fauci. That's why Trump needs to investigate him as well too, especially since he claimed to be the arbiter of science, just for him to come out and admit that the mask thing, the 6 foot social distancing thing, he just made up. It was all speculation, not based in any science. Now watch Sarah try to make a point to Sonny that maybe we shouldn't just feed people unhealthy, crappy food, and send them through big pharma and let them just take a cocktail of pills to solve the problem. Maybe we should look at some other alternatives. Why are Asian people living longer and they don't have the same sort of addiction to pills to solve problems that we do? And Sonny just gives such a bad faith argument.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Western medicine gets it wrong. We live in a country where crap is put in our food that makes us sick. Pharmaceuticals come in and throw pills in it. So we're living in a cycle where it feeds the corporate greed to keep us not well.
I'm not against Eastern medicine, but I've been married to Western medicine doctors for 26 years, and I trust over anybody else telling me what's making people have certain ailments, or if I need a ear replacement, I can just put maybe some kind of like herbal patch on it.
You should.
Bad faith argument. No one is saying slap a herbal patch on your knee if you need a knee replacement. Other cultures put an emphasis on healthy and clean food. And if you do that, and you strive to have a society that's full of healthy people, that does more to benefit human health than any Ozempic or any pill can possibly do.
Right.
But when we decide as a culture that we're gonna do things like accept body positivity, that being fat isn't necessarily unhealthy because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. When as a culture we accept a sedentary lifestyle of not being active, not being fit, eating unhealthy stuff, then of course people are gonna try to a drug like Ozempic and hope that it solves every single one of their problems and take it as a daily routine and expect for that not to have any adverse effects in the long term. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is Sonny basically just the punching bag for the show at this point?
Pretty
If you
much.
enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Turn on those notification bells so you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Let's look at Kamala needing a wellness check. Oh, drunk. But y'all wanted that for president.
Hold on to your hat.
Hey, she drunk up $1 billion.
Speech today to young people in PG County, Maryland. And for the record, that's where I was born and raised. All of my family still lives in Maryland. So this is especially personal to me. But yeah, your girl is, she's back on the wagon. And you are not going to want to miss this entire video. Wow. Woo, Betty, hold on to your hat because Kamala Harris gave a speech today to young people in PG County, Maryland. And for the record, that's where I was born and raised. All of my family still lives in Maryland. So this is especially personal to me. But yeah, your girl is, she's back on the wagon again. And you are not going to want to miss this entire video. Wow.
Good morning, everyone. Have a
Girl.
Oh, I just love seeing all of our young leaders. You know, when I look at all of you, I know and I feel so strongly. The future of our country is bright. It is bright because of all of you.
You know what? If you're wanting your child to build up independence, communication skills, or reduce some of their challenging behaviors, listen up. One of the features of Angel Sense is the smart voice, and this is when you can pre-record a message and have that message delivered either on demand. It can be delivered at a certain scheduled time.
Now, I know I am not the only person that noticed this. How she is hammered.
Yeah.
Either that or
Yeah.
she's
Well, she on some
medicated.
kind of medication.
Now, you've seen her ever since the election. This is how she has presented herself, as disheveled, all over the place, moved into like, yes. Now, I know she's normally, very weird and awkward and doesn't know how to hold a normal conversation, but you can just see it clearly, and she looks worn out. It looks like she's aged a few years from the last time we saw her. But let's continue with this very inspirational speech to our youth.
It is so good to see all of you. So, well, you know what?
It's so good to see all of you.
So, let me start with just what has happened actually yesterday before I begin my other comments about the horrific shooting yesterday in Madison, Wisconsin.
It's so good to see all
It's
of
another
you.
school shooting. Another community being torn about and torn apart by gun violence. And of course, our nation mourns for those who were killed, and we pray for the recovery of those who were injured and for the entire community. But look, as we hold our loved ones close this holiday season, we as a nation must renew our commitment to end the horror of gun violence, both mass shootings and everyday gun.
Yeah, great sister. Ooh, she looks worn down. Good God. Listen, I'm not trying to talk about a woman's look. That's not where I'm going with this. What I'm talking about is look at her face right now. And this is a woman who has been dragged. I mean, is it that she lost the campaign debt?
What is it, boo?
Unraveling. And she's actually she's talking about gun violence while she's clearly drunk.
Right.
I mean, that in itself is just unfathomable.
Right.
And imagine, this is our current vice president.
Right.
And she could have been our president if she could have handled the election. Think about all the stuff that Trump has went through and how he's just still standing strong. Imagine her.
Right. No, ma'am.
Forget Joe. We're gonna have cracked out Kamala.
Right.
Whoa.
Cackling drunk Kamala.
That touches so many communities in our nation. We must end it, and we must be committed to have the courage to know that solutions are in hand, but we need elected leaders to have the courage to step up and do the right thing.
Girl, we got one, Trump, 2024. Get on
So with that, I will return to the reason we are here today.
Girl, why are we here?
And I first want to thank all of the incredible leaders who are with us, including Governor Moore, my dear friend. Your extraordinary Lieutenant Governor Miller. And someone I have worked with and known for so many years, your Senator-elect, also Brooks. All the young leaders who are here, I thank you for your service to the people of Maryland. Because look, each one of you has decided to dedicate yourself to the work of service, the work of lifting up the condition of other people. People who often you may never meet. The work you do in service will affect people who for the most part will never know your name.
check this out. I'm gonna show you how I afforded this car. Okay, ready? All right, 118.
But their lives, because of your work and your dedication, will forever be touched in a positive way. You know, I do believe that public service is a noble calling.
What?
It is noble work. And it is an expression of optimism, which is you know and believe, and it is being verified to each of you every day, that the work you do that can lift people up has effect. It matters.
Girl, what are you talking
Your
about?
work is about the optimism that comes from knowing that one individual.
What in the word exactly is she saying?
She don't know.
I mean, it's the exact same thing we saw before the election.
Right.
I mean, it's just, it's even worse now because she's out of it. And the optimism is, they'll never meet these people. But I know she does the Obama fingers. They got her to start doing Obama fingers so she can look like Obama, you know. This multiracial woman who, you know, she's going to be the first woman like Barack was the first man. And so she tried to mimic his mannerisms, and it just comes across as desperate and sad.
Right.
I don't know, does anyone know what she just said?
Nope.
It's like she's an inspiration or like a self-help guru that's just scamming. Maybe that's what she should do next. Because you know, she's talking about running either for president again or the governor of California. I did a video about that I will make sure I
California,
link to
y'all
this
better
one,
watch out.
Let's continue. Woo.
You better watch out.
Can make a difference in the
Yeah,
lives of
better
so
not.
many people. And God knows when you have a whole group like this doing it together, the impact you have on our nation and by extension the world. So today I came by to express my gratitude for the work you, like so many across our nation, have been doing to lift up our fellow
What's the
Americans.
work ahead?
And I am here to reaffirm
I'm confused.
our shared
I'm like,
commitment.
I think she's gonna elaborate, but okay.
Yeah,
You know, over the
she
past
never
7
elaborates.
weeks since the election, I have
And
received tens
donations
of
where you're
thousands
scamming
of
to pay your
letters
bills after
Right.
you
from
pay
people across
2
our
bills.
nation.
Right.
Many of them young leaders. Americans from every walk of life, people of every age, race, faith, and political party. These letters share a common theme. Yes, there is disappointment, but there is also resolve for the future. One letter.
Wait, didn't they say we wouldn't have a future? That Trump would get rid of elections, he's Hitler, he's a Nazi,
Oh,
we're
God,
going to be
what?
under a dictator? So how are there future elections? It's just really weird how they all pivoted to the future suddenly, once they lost the election. There's no more of that talk. Even the people who called him Hitler even went to bend the knee. It's crazy how those things work.
In particular, stands out, which I'll share with you. A young woman named Sasha writes, quote, "There is nothing in the world that will take away my drive, energy, passion, and the destiny that I have to help the people of our country." And I think any one of you as Sasha could be, right? Nothing's gonna take away that drive, that passion, that energy.
Nothing's gonna take away. You know, Beyonce's alter ego, her demon spirit, I don't know, but she calls it Sasha Fierce. Is that who she's trying to channel with this little diva move? It looks like she is in the middle of the Hunger Games. You know, like President Snow? It's like the whole backdrop, the lighting. It's giving like evil overlord.
Be honest with me, how many meetings have you had this week that didn't actually help you get anything done? Think about it. You're sitting there stuck in another pointless meeting, talking in circles about what needs to get done instead of actually getting anything done. You know what Amazon does? They don't waste time in meetings. Instead, they write memos to make sure everyone's on the same page right from the start of the meeting. So we tried that too, but meetings were still a huge time drain. Then we found a system that works even better for our agency. Motion for Teams. This AI project management tool removes all this work about work, like status updates, endless meetings, and moving tasks around. Studies show employees spend up